What's up, guys? It's your boy Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, heavyweight champion of the world. March the 3rd, as you know, or if you don't know, March the 3rd, it will be me versus Luis Ortiz at the Barclays Center on Showtime. Be there, you don't want to miss it. It's going to be a lovely evening. We got a lot of great fighters on the card. It's going to be an explosive fight. You know, I'm just so excited to be here at this event with all these fighters, among some of the best in the world, with multiples of champions, with titles, and we're just living life right now. You know, we're excited. We can't wait to bring you more exciting fights this year. This is going to be a mad year, and I can't wait to deliver the knockouts that I always do. 39-0 with 38 KOs. Looking for 40-0 with 39 KOs. Here we go, baby. I can't wait. Bomb Squad. I'll see y'all guys soon.
Welcome to Hitman Boxing. Hit that like and subscribe button. We know two things. Anthony Joshua will be facing Joseph Parker in a unification bout on March 31st. On the other side of the equation, Deontay Wilder will be facing Luis Ortiz for his WBC championship on March 3rd, I believe, right? Yeah, March 3rd at the Barclays Center in New York. Now, Deontay Wilder has been chasing Anthony Joshua all over Alabama. He's gone to every store, every bodega, every Walmart in search of Anthony Joshua, and he still can't find him. Well, I wonder why you can't find Anthony Joshua in Alabama. Well, I'll let you know, Wilder. He doesn't live in Alabama. Anthony Joshua lives over in the UK, man. You see, there are other places aside from the United States. You know, there's Europe, you got Asia, you got a lot of different places on the planet, man. Australia, New Zealand, shout out to Kiwi Box. We've got a lot of different places on the planet aside from Alabama. Alabama is not the center of the world. You know, the Egyptians felt like they were the center of the earth as well, right? So Deontay Wilder thinks that Alabama is the center of the world, the center of the entire galaxy. You know, when aliens make first contact with human beings, they're going to go to Alabama and they're going to ask for Deontay Wilder because they know that guy Deontay Wilder can throw them hands, and, you know, he's got a record of 39-0, 38 knockouts. You know, he's the top heavyweight champion in the world today. But let's stop joking around, because we're going to get into something real right now, because Deontay Wilder said that after the Joseph Parker-Anthony Joshua fight, he plans on getting in the ring and having a face-off with the winner of the fight. And most people are picking Anthony Joshua to win the fight. It's not a knock to Joseph Parker. He's a good fighter, but he's not going to be able to beat Joseph Parker. We could talk about that all day. Anthony Joshua, I'm sorry. Parker can't beat Joshua. And we can talk about that all day, man. Y'all can, you know, say your prayers, drink your vitamin C. It's not going to matter. You know? There's nothing to analyze, okay? Parker goes down. He gets knocked out. It's not going to be a close fight like everyone from that side of the world thinks. And you know what I'm talking about. Now, let's get into Deontay Wilder's statement. Looks like he's got a couple of statements here. Start with the first one. I will get in the ring and go face to face with him. That will be amazing, and I hope he is anticipating seeing me, and people are anticipating two tough guys getting in the ring. We will call this the preview. This will let people see what our fight will be like. It typifies the show as well, because people want to know what's going to happen next. I am an unpredictable person. I do what people don't expect me to do, but I do things when it's the right time for me to do them. You'll see I enjoyed myself the first time. I came over to work with Sky Sports, and I'm certainly looking forward to doing it again. Of course, 100%, even 1,000%, we definitely hope Joshua wins. I wouldn't dare curse that he loses because people want to see the best fight the best. I want the heavyweight division to stay lit up as it has been and stay exciting like it is. I don't dislike Anthony Joshua. I don't hate the guy. I actually like him just as much as I like Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder's statement. Okay, man. All right. So, where were you at the last fight? You know, because if I recall, near the end of the fight, during the post-fight conference, they were booing Anthony Joshua. All right? I'm just keeping it real. They were booing him. And people were bringing up Wilder's name. They were chanting Wilder's name. If you remember, you need to go back and listen to that tape. That would have been a perfect opportunity for you to jump in the ring and have a face-off with him. Why didn't you do it then? You said there's a perfect time and place for everything. That was the perfect time and place. But you chose not to. I was waiting for him to get in the ring, too. Klitschko did it. After he did it, there was a fight made immediately after. I'm thinking that we're going to get Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder near the end of the year. But I grow tired of waiting for this fight. So, if we don't get to see this fight at the end of 2018, I'm going to be a little upset. I'll be very upset, actually. Actually, I heard that Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn are talking about fighting Jarrell Miller next. Say it ain't so. That's not the fight I want. I want to see Wilder or Joshua. I want to see it after this fight. Especially if... So, I really anticipate Deontay Wilder knocking Luis Ortiz out. I expect that to happen. I expect Anthony Joshua to knock Joseph Parker out. So the only fight that makes sense is Wilder versus Joshua. In my head, correct me if I'm wrong, but that fight seems like it makes sense because there's one belt left that Anthony Joshua doesn't have. So why not go after the green belt? I also heard that Tyson Fury's about to be stripped of his Ring Magazine title, and that's going to be on the line. That's going to be on the line against Parker Joshua. So that's something else to look forward to. But I think this fight, it can stand to be built up a little bit more, but really, Joshua's the biggest star in the heavyweight division by far. Deontay Wilder cries and cries about how the American public doesn't side with him and all this BS, man. Like, Americans don't even really watch boxing like that, man. We're more into basketball, football, baseball, those types of sports, man. Boxing is much bigger in the UK, so I'm not really sure why Deontay Wilder wants to have the fight in his hometown of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Like, that makes no sense. Even having the fight in New York makes no sense. Fighting in Vegas makes a little more sense, but I think both of these guys stand to make a lot more money if they go to the UK. Now, once both of these guys are finished with their respective fights, it's time to start negotiating. It's time to start the negotiation process, man. Like, I don't want to see Jarrell Miller versus Anthony Joshua. We know how that fight goes. Anthony Joshua wins. I'm sick of these fights that are easily predictable, right? Wilder's going to knock out Parker. Wilder's going to knock out Ortiz. Anthony Joshua's going to knock out Parker. It's a little harder to predict what happens in a Wilder-Joshua fight. At least in my opinion, I think it's more of a 50-50 fight. Ain't that what we want as boxing fans? So no more letting them marinate after this fight. I want to see that fight next. Simple. Now I get on here, I criticize Wilder all the time. Well, because he deserves to be criticized. He's fought nothing but bums his entire career. And he seems to think that he's the best heavyweight ever. Like, how you gonna say you could beat Mike Tyson in 1985? Mike Tyson trained by Cus D'Amato. Cus D'Amato, you gotta bring Cus D'Amato back too. You gotta let him train you for that Wilder fight. For that Tyson fight. Mike Tyson knocks out Deontay Wilder in 1985, 1991, 1996, and 2000. Wilder is not a legend, man. He's not a legend. He hasn't even proven anything right now. So, knock out Ortiz. That'll be a good win. And I know you're expecting for people to say that Ortiz was old. He is old. So is Klitschko. But that doesn't change the fact that Vladimir Klitschko had an amazing outing against Anthony Joshua. And if Luis Ortiz goes in there and outboxes Deontay Wilder, and we still get a Wilder knockout, it's still an impressive win, man. I'm calling down the middle right now, right? Anthony Joshua needs to fight Wilder next. That needs to be the next fight. And, if we don't get some serious talks, man, I'm about to start going in. I'm about to start going in, man. You know? I'm going to have to. Because I don't think it's fair. I really don't think it's fair, man. But, you know, y'all want to see Jarrell Miller, Anthony Joshua next, man. Whatever. I don't want to see that next. I don't want to see that at all. And we still got plenty of time for Luis Ortiz to take some steroids and drop out of this fight, and we get Dominic Breazeale versus Deontay Wilder. If that happens, though, nah, man, you're not finna fight Anthony Joshua. If that happens, man, if you don't end up fighting Ortiz, no, you don't deserve the Joshua fight, B. I'm sorry. Too much of a coincidence. Hitman Boxing, drop a comment, like the video, subscribe. Let me know what you think about Deontay Wilder saying he's going to enter the ring, go to face-to-face with Joshua in Cardiff, which makes lots of sense to me. But I'm just trying to figure out why you didn't do that last time you was out in the UK, man. You was too busy talking to Tony Bellew. Tony Bellin, whatever his name is, man. I know it's Tony Bell. You chill out, y'all. Chill out. But, yeah, this is a good move for him, man. Because then, once Wilder's in the ring with Joshua, then we'll get to see how the crowd reacts. And I think Wilder's going to get a more positive reaction from the crowd than Anthony Joshua. Just the gut feeling I have, especially from the last fight that Joshua had. But we'll see. I mean, really, if that happens, man, you really can't say that people don't know him in the UK, I guess, right? Hitman Boxing, drop a comment, like the video, subscribe. I'm out.